Nick of Nicktastic Art. Thank you so much for being here this evening. I really appreciate your support and you dropping by to take a look at our art. This evening we're going to be working on a fun piece. I wanted just a bunch of really bright, happy colors, floral craziness at the bottom of this canvas, and in the sky we've got two beautiful birds. So I hope you enjoy this journey with me. Let's get started. All right, guys, we are back. We have another 18 by 24 inch canvas. It is taped and prepped on the back, and we will be doing something a little different here. We are going to do flowers, which I don't normally do. So this is a technique I saw that was really cute, and I thought I'd give it a try. And we're going to do it on a half and half. So this bottom half of the canvas will be sap green, which should dry very dark. Sap green does the same thing as kind of phthalo blue or Prussian blue, and it will be much, much, much darker when it dries. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to actually pop the flowers out even more from the background. So we are going to put it on a white / blue top, and so it's going to be pretty literal, but we're going to start a little bit of the blue here. Oop. And then the rest will be white. So it'll just kind of have a little bit of a tint once I get it all mixed together. Where's my artist loft? There it is. For the white. So we'll be putting white in here also as well, and kind of just taking that to the end. Let me get this spread out and I'll be right back. Okay, so interestingly enough, we're gonna make lots of little flowers, but before we do that, I want to go ahead and make vines for them. So I'm actually going to run a vine up. And it's okay if they curl at the top, and I'm not trying to be symmetrical. So we'll put a little vine there. In order to add a little bit of dimension, I also want to do little bits of occasional leaf. I know right now this looks like a kid drawing, but I promise it'll make sense. So there's our leaves, and you can use a palette knife, you can use a skewer, you can use pack a needle. You know, you have lots of different options, but you want something pretty darn skinny. So if I sometimes use the back end of a paintbrush, but if I can't find my skinny paintbrush, I don't want to do that because it's going to be too thick. Yeah, my palette knife isn't going to work for me. And I've reorganized things because I was working on the basement. That's why I haven't posted a video in a little bit. So I was installing a new floor and building myself a spinner table, which I will have to show you guys once I get it finished. But right now I'm just trying to identify where is something I can use. As you do this, you also want to make sure that you clean it every time so that you know that you're not dragging another color onto it. So I'm just pulling out this leaf making him a little more leaf-like instead of a jelly bean. That guy just didn't want to come out. Come on out. Come on out. This will be one kind of flower. This will be another kind of flower, and multiple different options here. And so before we get too heavy on the purple, I just want to go ahead and we're going to try a color of it out so I can see what it looks like. Got him. Hopefully not too much now. There we go. And then I put the pink on here. Alright, so there's one flower. You're like, well, that doesn't look like a flower. Not exactly yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to come from the bottom and draw all the way up. And now that is a flower. Or at least the flowers we're going to artistically represent here. And I don't mind that. The purple. But I am going to ground those probably more in the bottom here. So we're going to do that, and maybe one more little one there. And that's all probably the purple that we'll have. And then we'll do this guy, and this guy. You know, flowers are a very interesting thing. I've never been a huge gardener, but I love green things and growing things. But I'm not a flower person. I would much rather have somebody bring me a plant instead of flowers as like a gift, which is just seems strange, I'm sure. We're going to bring this purple one back in here again and see if we can make him look a little better on the top there. All right, so from the bottom all the way through, there's our flower. From the bottom all the way through, there's our flower. From the bottom all the way through. There's our flower. So basically we're going to do a lot of these now. So I'm just going to stack, 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 and then we'll do the lines at the end. the dried results. Very different piece for me, not something I traditionally do. Added the birds after the fact. We'll just come in here to look at the colors. So they're fun, they're misshapen, they were not meant to be exactly precise. We've got one little bird up in the sky, we've got his corresponding friend, little clouds behind him. It was just a joy to do. Sometimes you just want to do something different that's colorful and fun. And I would encourage everybody, find your bliss, do what makes you happy. Thanks everyone for stopping by.